Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Spring Higan Dharma service. It's nice to see so many people here today, and a special welcome to those of you joining us for the first time. We will begin with the ringing of the kansho, followed by sambujo, hyo byakumon, and sambutsuge. And sambutsuge you could either follow along on the screen or in the purple service book in front of you, page 79.
notes, num on notes, num on notes, num on notes. On this occasion of the West Los Angeles Buddhist Temple's annual observance of Spring Ohigan service, we gathered here to express our gratitude and appreciation to Amida Buddha for awakening to the boundless wisdom and compassion of the Buddha. During the Ohigan, when the hours of the day and night are equal, the sun symbolically rises in the east and sets in the west towards the direction of Amida Buddha's Pure Land. On this morning, we gathered here at our temple to hear the teaching of Amida Buddha's primal birth as clarified and transmitted to us by Shinran Shonin and resolve the matter of the great importance of our afterlife. Let us deeply entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha and recite the name of the Buddha to express our gratitude and appreciation for the Buddha's benevolence for settling our birth in the Pure Land. I, Shak Koho, humbly recite the name of the Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. 敬って大慈大悲の阿弥陀如来の御前に申し上げます。古来浄土を願う人々は、春秋に彼岸へを努めて、遥か西の方、夕日の沈むところに安如の浄土を望み、命のふるさとに思いを寄せてまいりました。伝道大師は、この日太陽は真東より昇り、真西に沈む。その日の沈む彼方、10万の区の仏国土を過ぎて、阿弥陀如来の浄土は増しますと仰せられました。私どもは幸いに、宗祖親鸞上人のお導きによって、本願念仏の見教えを仰ぎ、やがて安養の浄土に生まれる身とならせていただきました。人として生まれた身にこれ以上の幸せはありません。本日ここに西羅浮仏教会の彼岸会にあたり、うやうや祝仏殿を称言し、先立って行かれた無縁の人々を偲びながら、経典を読受して限りなき仏頓に感謝いたします。ここに中大開教師釈候補謹んで申し上げます。南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏。高原意義維持無極如伝名無用と者日月間に修行縁女開室音平有脈十目如来用言調整無理小学大用コル実法開門生寺三昧智慧意徳無量修正慶宇人体前年小仏法界愚人人の法外大無明欲無生尊用無人の死死人徳無量空君公で知恵人妙光明意祖真の大戦願浅む大小法華道生寺未不下 万無量大小衆女五弱よ一切小仏不如愚道継承不逆非如五者小仏世界部不影無種節道公明失笑平死小国女で精進偉人難量量が差分国土第一五種奇妙道場超絶国女内容無とそがと愛みドーナツ一切実法来所心熱症状意図学校経絡安穏鉱物神妙手が心象発願の日力少々欲実法生存無下上量子孫知が信用軽量子子食毒中願行生じ人順系ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブかにしくとく平等性祭道本も大心往生安楽何万脱何万脱何万脱何万脱何万脱何万脱何万脱
Okay, next I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Reverend Yukari Tori. So Reverend Yukari was born and raised in Gunma Prefecture, Japan, located about 45 minutes from Tokyo. During her senior year in high school, she studied abroad in Florida as an exchange student. She graduated from Waseda University in Tokyo, majoring in film history and theory, and spent a year studying Czech film history in Prague. After working in the film industry, she went on to operate her own art and event space. Following the sudden loss of her mother, Reverend Yukari found her path to Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. Her deepening connection to Buddhism led her to pursue studies at the Chuo Bukkyo Gakuen Buddhist Seminary. Reverend Yukari received her Tokodo ordination in 2019 and Kyoshi certification in 2021. She is currently pursuing an MA in Buddhist Studies at Musashino Graduate School while continuing her studies at the Shugakuin Doctrinal Institute of Jodo Shinshu Honganji Ha sect. In 2022, she completed the International Ministerial Orientation Program at the Jodo Shinshu Center in Berkeley, California, and was subsequently assigned to the San Fernando Valley Honganji Buddhist Temple in April 2024. Her diverse interests range from performing arts, film, international TV series, literature, and many more. She also enjoys practicing Pilates and spending time with cats. Now I'd like to introduce Reverend Tori to deliver the Dharma message.
Hi, good morning, everyone. So thank you so much for having me for the WLABT Ohigan service. So to begin, I'd like to share the theme of today's Dharma reflection, the Wasam poem by Shinran Shonin. So please join me in 合唱。煩悩に眼抑えられて、摂取の巧妙見ざれども、大悲物浮きことなくて、常に我が身を照らすなりと。My eyes being hindered by blind passions, I cannot perceive the light that grasps me. Yet the great compassion, without tiring, illumines me always. Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. So today I'd like to reflect together with you on the very nature of Amida Buddha's great compassion. This Amida Buddha, the very embodiment of infinite wisdom and boundless compassion. Shinran Shonin, our founder Shinran Shonin, Venerable Shinran, teaches us that Amida Buddha's great compassion is a constant presence, a warm and the warm and illuminating light that keeps thinking of us, cares for us, and shines upon us without ever growing tired or giving up. whether we notice it or not. And there is someone in my own life has given me a glimpse of what that never tiring love actually feels like. It's my grandmother back in Japan. My grandmother is now 98 years old, but thankfully, her body and mind are both holding up well. And this grandmother is my mother's mother. And I grew up in the same house with her from the day I was born. And my mother since passed away. But my father and my grandmother still live in that house together. And since going off for college, I spent most of my years in Tokyo, so which is away from my home. But no matter how long I had been away, my grandma always looked forward to my visit. And if I could stay only for a while, the moment she saw me, she saw my face, she just would light up, saying like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming." And then the moment I started packing everything, packing my bag to head to Tokyo, her mission would begin. What I can only describe as the gift attack. Yukari-chan, you love apples, I know. So we have, these apples delicious, and we have so many, so take as much as you want. Or, oh, I remember you said you liked this carrot juice. I bought a whole case for you. Or, are you getting enough nutrition? This supplement is supposed to be really good. Why don't you take a box? She just wanted me to eat well and stay healthy and be happy. And all it was her love offered in the form of something that she could hand me. And if I had simply said, "Thank you, Grandma, thank you, Ba-chan," and receive it all, she would have been very overjoyed. But if I'm being very honest, I didn't always meet her where she was. Here in Los Angeles, you could load everything into a car. But in the area around Tokyo, we travel by train or metro. So I couldn't carry all those bags. And my bag with my laptop alone already felt me like too much. So I would say, "Grandma, I cannot carry all this." Then she would counter with, "Okay, then I'll mail it for you." And more often than that, I would say, "Oh, please don't do that. The shipping cost is much more than the carrot juice." And thinking, "Oh, I can get everything in Tokyo." In my head, I was being practical. But in reality, I was turning away from my grandma's warmth. And when I finished packing and was ready to leave, she would first see me off at the front door. Then, despite her aching back, she would make her way to the back gate, the one face the road toward the station, just to catch the last glimpse of my face and calling out a final goodbye to me. And as I walked toward the station, I would feel a quiet pang of regret. Once again, I wasn't able to truly receive her love. Whenever I feel that regret, there's a scene that always comes to my mind. A scene from this film, Kiki's Delivery Service. It's a Studio Ghibli film from 1989. And I believe 4K IMAX version is currently on screen all over in the United States. The story follows a young witch named Kiki who leaves home to make her own way in the world and start a delivery service in a seaside town. And one of her clients is a kind, gentle woman, madam. And this madam wants to send her birthday gift, a birthday gift to her granddaughter. She wanted to send her signature herring pie. But the electric oven breaks down, so Kiki helped her bake the pie in the old wood-fired oven. Then, in the pouring rain, she delivered it. And the granddaughter's response, "Oh, it's from grandmother. She sent herring pie, and I told her I didn't want it. I hate this pie." Then she slammed the door. And I have seen this film more than I can count, enough that this scene has quietly logged itself in my memory. And I remember feeling both outraged, what a terrible granddaughter, and deeply saddened that such a thing could happen. But somewhere along the way, I realized that granddaughter is me. And when that sunk in, it stopped being just a movie scene, and it became a mirror. And every time it comes to mind, I feel the weight of it. To prepare this Dharma message, I looked into the story again, and I came across the interview in which the director of this film, Hayao Miyazaki, talks about his intention behind this scene. He said he wanted to capture something real. That this kind of exchange between grandparents and grandchildren is actually quite common. And he continued, the most painful truth is that many of the people who feel angry watching that granddaughter are doing the exact same thing without even realizing it. That insight stopped in my tracks. I understand my grandma's love with my head. I knew it was there, but I was the one putting up the wall. And yet, no matter how many times that happened, she never stopped thinking of me. She would send me a text like, oh, I heard there was a snowstorm in New York. Are you okay in Los Angeles? She has no idea how far apart those two cities are. And she has no idea also, even in the New Year's Day, you can wear t-shirts here in Los Angeles. She just simply cannot help herself. Her love for her granddaughter is too deep to stay quiet. And Amida Buddha is exactly like my grandmother, but with the boundless great compassion. My grandma thinks of me, her granddaughter, but that love is particularly to me. But Amida Buddha holds every single living being with that same quality of love, as though each of us were the only beloved child, irreplaceable and precious. That what it means to say that Amida Buddha is the embodiment of infinite wisdom and boundless compassion. Amida Buddha is so concerned for each of us, so unable to look away, that Amida Buddha is constantly, gently speaking to us. Are you hurting? Are you struggling? I'm right here with you. You can rest easy. I've got you. That gentle voice is Namo Amida Butsu. Amida Buddha says to us, I have put all my wisdom and my heart in the name. So please just receive this gift of Namo Amida Butsu. As a human being, bounded by the afflictions of greed and anger and ignorance, we can only act from the self-centeredness. And that is the very thing that causes us suffering. And so often, it causes suffering for those around us too. That's a painful thing to sit with. And it's not something we can simply handle, simply fix on our own. It is precisely that suffering that Amida Buddha sees and wishes to free us from. And yet, just like I turned away from my glamorous love, how outreached hand, I have again and again pushed away Amida Buddha's heart, the Nembutsu, being offered to me, thinking, oh, I don't need this. How many times must that have grieved Amida Buddha? It is just as I turned away from my glamorous love. And still, Amida Buddha does not give up. And over, oh, this time or next time, and the next after that, that gentle voice never ceases. And each time I hear this, I'm struck anew by the sheer depths of that great compassion. And those of us say the Nembutsu now have received Amida Buddha's heart. That name, Namo Amida Butsu, is Amida Buddha's voice, always present, always working alongside me, alongside us. And if through that I'm able to find even a moment of peace, that more than anything is what Amida Buddha what brings Amida Buddha joy. And when we finally receive the Nembutsu, truly receive it, Amida Buddha is the one the most overjoyed. Oh, you finally accept it. I'm glad. And the depths of that joy reflect the depths of the waiting and the depths of the effort to reach us. And when that settles in, something naturally arises in me. I'm sorry for turning away for so long. And at the same time, thank you for never letting go. And from that phrase, the Nembutsu naturally comes to my mouth. And I have come to hear that even when I had closed myself, Amida Buddha never stopped reaching toward me, never stopped thinking of me in that compassion, never stopped holding me in that compassion. And knowing this gives me something to stand on. It gives me the strength to walk through each day's every moment with gratitude. And even in difficult moments. As Shinran Shoni understood, the Pure Land is not simply a place that Amida Buddha dwells in. It is the very source of Amida Buddha's compassionate working, the luminous fruit of Amida Buddha's awakening itself, made manifest as the light that reaches us without ceasing and grasps us, never letting go. So during this Ohigan season, I'm deeply grateful to have had reflected, to have the time to reflect with all of you on the great compassion that has been reaching toward us all along, and on the boundless compassion, boundless light that never tires of illuminating our way. So to close my Dharma message, please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. 日本語もすぐ。おはようございます。今日は今お聞きいただいたように、親鸞上人のご阿参ですね。このご阿参、煩悩に眼さえられて、摂取の光明見ざれども、大悲物浮きことなくて、常に我が身を照らすなり。というご阿参を皆さんと一緒にお味わいさせていただいております。こちらですね。で、阿弥陀様のね、お慈悲のお働きはどんなものかなって考えていきますと、親鸞上人はこのようにおっしゃっております。ね、阿弥陀様の大きなお慈悲というのは、私が気づこうが気づくまいが、それは関係なく、飽きることも諦めることもなく、もう常に私のことを思い続けてくださっておられる。その温かい光で私を照らし続けてくださっておられる。そういうふうにおっしゃっておられます。それどんなことかなって考えると、いつも私おばあちゃんのことが頭に思い浮かびます。おばあちゃん私がねお家に実家に帰るのをとても楽しみにしてくれていて、で私の顔を見るのをねとても喜んでくれて、で私が帰る準備をねし始めると、たくさんいろんなものを用意して私にね持たせようと思って並べてくれるんですね。でも電車に乗って東京に帰らなきゃいけませんから、そんなにねいろいろ持って帰れないんですね。で私常にこのパソコンを持ったバッグ持ち歩いてますから、これだけでも十分重いんです。なのでそのおばあちゃんのね思いっていうのを常に受け取ることはなかなかできないんですね。それでもおばあちゃんは私のことをいつも思ってくれているのはやり取りの中からいつも感じています。人に優しくしたいけれどもできない。でそれって辛いですね。でそんな辛さね苦しいっていう思いを阿弥陀様見ててご覧になってくださっておられます。それで辛いね苦しいねでも大丈夫だよっておっしゃってくださるんですね。そんな辛い苦しいところから解放してあげますよ。だからどうか私に任せてくださいっておっしゃって、南無阿弥陀仏って私に届けてくださるんですね。こんな私でも見ててくださっておられて大丈夫っておっしゃってくださるんだなって、そう思うとありがたいなって思って、南無阿弥陀仏ってついつい口から出てきて、自然と出てきてしまいます。そんな阿弥陀様のお働きのことをね、親鸞上人このようにお歌で読んで私たちに教えてくださいました。阿弥陀様のお働き、常に私に降り注いでいるこの大悲の温かいお働き、それどこから来るかっていうと、お浄土、お働きの源、 根源ってお浄土なんです。今お彼岸のシーズンです。先生、氷白でお話しくださったようにね、西の彼方に太陽が沈む先に阿弥陀様のお浄土あって、そこからお働き私たちの方に届いています。今日夕方ね、日が沈むのを皆さん外で見る機会ありましたら、ちょっとこのことを思い出して阿弥陀様のお浄土のことを心に思って、そんな阿弥陀様にのお気持ちお心に私たち抱かれているんだなっていうことを頭に思い浮かべながら、今日ね沈む夕日を見ていただけたらなって思います。これで日本語の方のねご法は終わりにしたいと思います。よろしかったら、一緒に合唱念仏して終わりにいたしましょう。ナマンダブツナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ。
Thank you very much, Sensei, for your Dharma message this morning. Next, if you would please follow along as we read Ryogemon.
I invite you to please join me with hands together as we recite together Ryogemon, words of understanding of our tradition. We rely upon Amida Buddha with our whole heart for the enlightenment in the life to come, abstaining from all sundry practices and teachings, and giving up the trust in our imperfect view. There is no doubt that the assurance of enlightenment comes at the very moment we entrust and we recite the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, in joy and gratitude for the Buddha's compassion. We also acknowledge gratefully the benign benevolence of our founder and succeeding masters who have led us to live in this profound teaching, and we do now endeavor to follow throughout our lives the way laid down for us. Ryoge Shutsugon. もろもろの造業雑種自力の心を振り捨てて、一心に阿弥陀如来、我らが今度の一大事の御所、御助け将来と頼みもして候。頼む一年の時、往生一条御助け事情と存じ、この上の称名は、言法者と存じ、喜び申し候。この御断り、弔問申し訳候こと、ご解散承認ご出世のご恩、次第僧正の前時式の朝からざるご関係のご恩と、ありがたく存じ候。この上は定めを課せられる恩をきて、一号限り守り申すべく候。ナモアミダブツ、ナマンダブツ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブツ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブツ、ナマンダブツ、ナマンダブツ、ナマンダブツ。
Okay, now time for announcements. Next month on April the 5th at 10 o'clock, we will have our Hanamatsuri Dharma service, which is the birth of Buddha, and our guest speaker is Reverend Dr. Nobuo Haneda. Now, for those of you who would like to help decorate the Hanamido, they will be gathering the day before on April the 4th at 1 o'clock. And what they do is they decorate with fresh flowers. It's a fun event for the kids, and any adults are welcome as well. Okay? Now, next Sunday, we will not be having service here because we are having a temple outing at Tanaka Farms. Today is actually the last day to sign up if you're still interested, but for those of you who have, please meet 10 to 15 minutes early, arrive early, and then the service itself, or we will start streaming, I should say, at 10 o'clock, and then the service will be around 11. So if you would like to view the service, it will be on Zoom. Okay. And again, if you are still interested in participating, it's $20 for adults and free for children under 12. Now, we've started up this year our Dharma Cafe, and for those of you who aren't aware of this, usually after service, we set up some tables out in the front. We serve light refreshments, some coffee and donuts, and it's just a chance to socialize with your fellow members, talk to the senseis if you have any questions. And that runs from 11 to 1. Now, as most of you know, this year we're celebrating our 100th anniversary. And hopefully in the next week or two, we will be putting up our commemorative centennial wall. It's going to be in the lobby area as you walk in through the front. And for those of you donating $250 and above, a gold leaf will be printed, and it will be inscribed with the name or names of your choice, and that will be displayed on the wall. So we already have quite a few donations, and I think it's going to be a beautiful display. And looking forward to the event, we are having our party on November the 14th, and it's going to be just down the street at the block, which is on the corner of Olympic and Sawtelle. One of the upcoming events we're having here at the temple, it's called Kodomo no Hi, or Children's Day Celebration, and this is sponsored by the Sawtelle Japantown Association. This is a totally free event for the kids. We have games, we have crafts, we will have a food truck, Shinsengumi, which is really popular. The event is from 1 to 4. And this year, the Lumens building, which is just down the street on Corinth, they will be providing free parking for us. So that's really, really nice of them, very generous. And we will also be having what's called relaxed parking in the area. If you know, a lot of the blocks here have restricted parking, but it will be relaxed parking. Moving on April the 19th, Cato will be sponsoring a caregiver conference at the Venice Japanese Community Center, and that's from 11:30 to 4. So for those of you that are current caregivers of loved ones, or possibly maybe in the near future, this is one event that would be good to go to. Now next month we will resume our bingo at the temple. If you haven't come before, it's a very fun event. It's all cash prizes. And the more people that come, the bigger the cash. Starts at 7 o'clock, free parking. Usually a lot of the people that come will bring refreshments to share with everyone. So hopefully we'll see you there, third Friday. Now, if you'd like to support our temple, I know you support it right now, but if you'd like to further support it, we do have some things that you could wear to show how much you care about the temple. One of them is our t-shirt right here. It has our temple logo on it. And we have two styles. It's either a crew neck or a V-neck. They're $20 each. And then also, since our upcoming Obon is coming, starting, it's the, what is it, 25th and 6th? Anyway, it's the last weekend in July. And we normally wear a happi. This is what we wear when we dance. The streets will be blocked up, and then you can also wear this. So for members, it's $80, and for non-members, it's $95. And then also, we just received some new nenju. Now these are really for women, but we have, I'll show it to the screen here, if you can see. Anyway, we have three colors. One is amber, which is $15, and then we have pink and lavender, which is $25. And then for you men who would also like to purchase a nenju, we do have some in the back display case, so feel free to go look at that. And then finally, in July, which will be, June 26th, we will have our temple yard sale. That's from 9 to 1. We are collecting donations right now. We don't accept large items like furniture, old mattresses, TVs. But if you do donate, we just ask that it's dust-free, mold-free, and bug-free. And then we'll take it, okay? So, and if you have anything, just contact the office. So, also, I want all of you to come join us for lunch. We have lunch in the Kaikon afterwards. So we want you to enjoy and also just socialize. Anything else? Come on.
Oh, hello. If anyone needs a carpool for next week, please contact the office because I know there's some people that have cars that will be willing to drive you down to Irvine.
All right, so with that, that concludes our service for today. Again, thank you all for attending. Sensei?
Before Takata Sensei officially closes, I would like to invite you to please join me with hands together as we recite words of appreciation for our meal. We are truly grateful for this opportunity to share this wonderful meal, thanks to all the many people and living beings that surround us who have made this occasion possible. We receive this meal with humility and deep gratitude. 多くの命と皆様のおかげにより、このごちそう恵まれました。深くご恩を喜びありがたくいただきます。いただきます。
ジェミン合唱。ナマンダス、ナマンダス、ナマンダス、ナマンダス。Thank you for coming. Please offer the incense. Thank you.